Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to this Talking and Grubbing live stream. This is the NBA 2009 NBA free agency. If you're coming in the stream, like, share the video. If this is your first time, welcome. Subscribe to the channel. Don't make this your last time. And when you do, click the bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos from me. I see you, Will P. What's up, man? How you doing? Intelligent Cycle, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. For those who celebrate the 4th, happy 4th of July. And for those who don't celebrate, what's your plans tomorrow? Since a lot of y'all off of work. Well, good to hear you doing good. Will P. LaRose 2.0. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. How's everybody's evening going? How was everybody's day today? My day was cool. Man, this is NBA free agency been crazy so far. You know, everybody's on the planes that Kawhi Leonard has been on, wondering where he's going to. You know, a lot of people thought him going to the Lakers was a slam dunk, but it ain't as it was before. I'm going to get into that a little later. Just got to share this on social media that I'm live right now. Okay, so what's y'all plans for the 4th? Intelligent Cycle. I just heard live chat Raptors fans they might scare Kawhi to LA. Why would they want to do that? Okay, Leroy's 2.0, you doing a barbecue? That's what's up. That's what's up. Getting the family together for a little barbecue. I can get with that. Hey, look, hey, Leroy's 2.0, man, save me a plate. Matter of fact, ship that plate up here to Cleveland. Definitely like some good old barbecue in the summertime. Right. Okay, you doing a barbecue with your cousins, and you going to Europe soon. All right, Leroy's 2.0, where you going in Europe? All right, I'm about to grub on some of these Little Debbie Nutty bars. Yeah, I was in the store today and saw these, and I hadn't had these in a while, so I decided to grub on them here in this live stream tonight. Oh, box about to fall off my desk. Oh wow, Leroy's 2.0. You traveling all over Europe. You going to Madrid, Barcelona, London, Paris, and Rome. All right now. Go ahead. All right. That's what's up. I always wanted to go to Barcelona. Okay, Intelligent Cycle, because Kawhi's last meeting was with the Raptors to address them in his decision. It was helicopters surrounded the area where he was at. Okay, Intelligent Cycle, you having a barbecue too with your cousins? All right, cool. Say Intelligent Cycle, I want to play from you too now. Let's get into this free agency talk. Start with Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi hasn't made his decision yet on which team he's going to. And when free agency started Sunday night, it looked like Kawhi to the Lakers was a slam dunk. But that hasn't been the case within these last 48 hours. Rumor has it he met with the Clippers and told them no. So now it's between the Lakers and the Raptors. Now, some people will view Kawhi going to the Lakers a weak move. And I can see where people are coming from when they say it's a weak move, because look at the year that Kawhi Leonard is coming off of. This man came back from a devastating injury, after a whole year, gets traded, not only, becomes the main championship team, he wins Finals MVP. And he proved that he could win without a Greg Popovich, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili. The Raptors was basically Kawhi's team this year. But on the flip side, Kawhi would want to go to LA. One, that's his hometown. Two, he would want to do what he did for the Lakers, like he did for the Raptors. Come on. That man basically became the man in a whole country, not just a whole city, a whole country. No matter what happens, in his free agency decision, Kawhi Leonard is loved in Toronto forever. He's up there with Vince Carter, Chris Bosh, Tracy McGrady. And I definitely think he's going to get a statue outside of that arena once his career is over. Definitely. He will definitely be loved in Toronto forever, no matter what. Because he definitely took them to higher planes than what they ever been. Okay, let me catch it. Yeah, that is a good question. Lee Rose 2.0. What position would LeBron and Kawhi play if Kawhi goes to the Lakers? Lee Rose, I thought Toronto hated Vince. To my knowledge, I never heard a lot of Raptor fans hate on Vince Carter. If I'm missing something, let me know. Let me know. Share it with the chat. But yeah, Kawhi, they want to do the same thing for LA as he did for Toronto. The Lakers, they've been crappy ever since basically Kobe's last few years. They've been in the lottery constantly. They've had bad picks. They let good players like D'Angelo Russell go, get away from them. So I can see why Kawhi would want to team up with LeBron and AD to bring the Lakers back to his former glory. Matter of fact, if he were to go to the Lakers, that would be similar to what LeBron did after he left Miami and came back to Cleveland. LeBron had won his championships in Miami. So when it was when his free agency came up in 2014, he decided that he wanted to come back home and deliver Cleveland a championship and break that 50-plus year championship drought that they had. And he finally did. You know what? A lot of people said that LeBron said going to Miami was college for him. coming back to Cleveland was basically graduate school. Yeah, Lee Rose, I'm going to get to Angelo going to the Warriors in a little bit. Matter of fact, Lee Rose, I also did a video on that. You need to check that out. You know, I definitely have a lot of thoughts on that move. But yeah, Kawhi, but maybe Kawhi looked at what LeBron did going from Miami back to Cleveland, winning the championship. Now he wants to do the same thing for LA, his hometown. But I don't think he should have rejected the Clippers, because actually his legend would be a little bit bigger if he would have went to the Clippers and won them an NBA championship. Because the Clippers, like the Clippers, they had been down for so long, constantly in the lottery, constantly having bad seasons, being the joke of the NBA. You know, if he would have went there and won them a championship, man, a lot of people look at Kawhi a whole different light. He would gone to two franchises that had never won anything and won them a championship, like Toronto. Yeah, they had their success, but they constantly had a lot of playoff failures. You know, getting beat in the first round. They finally got to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2016, where they lost to the Cavs. But then Kawhi comes in within a year's time after they got swept by LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they win the championship. And he was the man on that, bar none. So I can see why some people feel it's a weak move, and I could also see why some people feel it's a good move. You know, people feel like there needs to be villains in sports. There's not enough of them in today's sports, especially in the NBA today. A lot of people feel that it's too lovey-dovey, you know, everybody all peace and love, hugging, you know, handshaking. So if Kawhi were to go to the Lakers with LeBron and AD, then the NBA would have his villains. Well, super villain. Because when the Miami Heat team, you know, formed with LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh, a lot of people hated that team. And if Kawhi were to go to the Lakers, I think the hate for them would be at least 3 times worse than it was for that Miami Heat big three with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. You know, just like people hated the Warriors with KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond. That would be on that level if Kawhi were to join forces with LeBron and AD. Why am I talking like, you know, they forming the Avengers of the Justice League? Leroy's 2.0. No, the Nets did not make an attempt to re-sign D'Angelo Russell. They always wanted Kyrie Irving. You know, if they wouldn't have gotten Kyrie, then they would have went, you know, at re-signing D'Angelo Russell. But no, they did not make any attempts to re-sign D'Angelo Russell. They always wanted Kyrie Irving from the jump. Excuse me. You know, matter of fact, Kyrie and the Nets agreed to this deal before free agency even began. So no, they did not want to re-sign D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, that could have been a good team with him and Kyrie. You would just had D'Angelo Russell would have just had to switch from the point to shooting guard. Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. Kyrie would have been a point guard and D'Angelo Russell would have been a shooting guard. And basically they would have been, you know, the Eastern Conference version of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Or the East Coast version of Stephen Clay. Eastern Conference version of Stephen Clay. Intelligent Cycle, you agree with me. That's what I'm thinking you saying. Kawhi, Bron, AD had the feel of the Justice League. It would kind of feel like the Justice League. You know, the most powerful superheroes coming together to become one unit. You would have 3 of the top 10 players in the NBA today joining forces on one team. Just like the Miami Heat team with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. 3 of those players came from that 2003 NBA draft, and they all ended up playing together on the same team for 4 years. So that definitely would have a Justice League type feel. Matter of fact, for those who are here in the chat, where do y'all think Kawhi will end up? Do y'all think he'll end up with the Lakers, or will he go back to Toronto? You know? Now I got to get to another move that's been made. Al Horford, he stays in the Atlantic Division. He goes from the Boston Celtics to the Philadelphia 76ers. He agreed to a 4-year, $100+ million deal. And only $97 million of that contract is guaranteed. The other $12 million is tied in bonuses. Well, is in bonuses that's tied to championships. So that means 76ers win a championship within those 4 years. Al Horford definitely is going to get paid. That's a hell of a deal right there. And I know some people didn't like the move. You know, like, matter of fact, Intelligence Cycle, commented on my Al Horford video how he felt, how can him and Embiid would coexist on the same team. But, Embiid, he would still be the center while Al Horford would start at power forward. And that gives them a hell of a front court with him, Embiid, and Tobias Harris, who also signed for the 5-year max deal of $180 million. So yeah, I definitely like that move. That's a great, replacement for Jimmy Butler. I'm gonna get to Jimmy Butler a little bit later. But yeah, I definitely like the move. And matter of fact, this definitely makes the 76ers one of the top contenders in the East. If not the favorite in the East come next year. Brooklyn, they're definitely going to be in the mix, despite the fact KD is out, because you still got Kyrie and you still got DeAndre Jordan. But I don't know if I can see them coming out of the East next year because of KD's injury. If KD wouldn't have gotten hurt, then the Brooklyn Nets would be, bar none, the favorites in the East come next season. And also Toronto, you don't know what's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard. So as of right now, the Philadelphia 76ers and Al Horford, they're definitely the favorite in the Eastern Conference to get to the NBA Finals next year. Okay, let me see more comments. Okay. Stein is going. Willie Cauley-Stein is going to the Warriors. Okay, Intelligence Cycle, you think Kawhi might go to the Clippers? Okay, Leroy's 2.0, you think Kawhi is going to the Lakers? And you think if Kawhi goes there, it'll be Kawhi at small forward, LeBron playing power forward, and AD playing center? That would be interesting to see LeBron play power forward for the first time in his career, because he said it over and over again that he does not like playing the power forward. He likes playing the small forward. Yeah, AD said he would prefer to be a power forward. Yeah, LeBron, I can't see LeBron playing power forward. I can't. I cannot see LeBron playing power forward. He doesn't like playing power forward because he had to be in the post a whole lot. He likes standing out more on the perimeter than the post. So yeah, if they were to get Kawhi, where would you put Kawhi? Would you put him at small forward and make LeBron play the center? That would be an interesting move. But yeah, I definitely like this move. But back to Al Horford, I definitely like the move because Horford is also playing for. My eye was itchy, y'all. You know, it's these allergies, man. That's the only downside of summer is these allergies. But Al Horford also is playing, you know, is once again playing for another Greg Popovich disciple and Brett Brown, who was with Popovich in San Antonio for a long period of time, just like, you know, Mike Budenholzer, who was his coach in Atlanta, was with Greg Popovich for all those years. And you know, they definitely are cut from that cloth of pass, you know, ball movement, sharing the ball, and playing great team defense. So that Al Horford is definitely excited to be playing under Brett Brown's system. Not to say he didn't like playing for Brad Stevens, but you know, in a Greg Popovich type system or similar to that, that's where Al Horford, I think Horford is more comfortable. Okay, so Lee Rose 2.0. That's why you think Kawhi ain't going to the Lakers because, you know, that would be, you know, too confusing between him, LeBron, and AD. I could definitely see your point on that. Definitely could see your point. Also, got to get to my dude, Dame Lillard. Damian Lillard, he secured the bag Sunday night as soon as free agency began, as the Portland Trailblazers signed him to a 4-year, $196 million extension. Woo! Man, that's a lot of paper. You know, and that's good that Portland did that because they definitely want to keep a centerpiece of their franchise. I'm anxious to see what they're going to do with CJ McCollum's deal. You know, to keep that tandem together. If the Trailblazers, all they really need is some perimeter players. That's what messed them up against Golden State. They didn't have enough perimeter players, and also, you know, Nurkic, he was hurt unfortunately. But if they could get some perimeter players, some 3-and-D perimeter players, I definitely could see Portland being a challenger and a dark horse in the West come next season. That's all they need. They're not too far off from being a contender. You know, they got the great guard play. And it is a shame that, you know, old boy that, you know, went to the Orlando Magic, their center. Leroy's 2.0 or Kawhi at SG, LeBron at small forward, AD at center. No, I don't see Kawhi being no shooting guard. No, I don't think Kawhi's comfortable playing the shooting guard position. Definitely can't see Kawhi as shooting guard. Even though he would make a pretty good shooting guard. I don't think he's comfortable in that position. So I definitely don't think he's going to play that position. About to get another pack of these nutty buddies. Okay. Another big name got to get to Kevin Durant. As soon as before free agency kicked off, as soon as free agency kicked off Sunday, KD, he joined Kyrie, going to the Brooklyn Nets. He signed a 4-year, $164 million deal. I've said in a lot of videos, well, in the KD builds that I've done within the last few months, that I thought it was a pretty good chance that KD was going to leave the Warriors. And what got the ball rolling was that argument that he and Draymond got into during the regular season against the Clippers. How Draymond called KD the B word and was saying stuff like, well, we don't need you. We won without you. Plus, what really pushed it was the Warriors medical staff. With his injury, with the injury he suffered in the playoffs. They were saying that he suffered a calf injury, but it was really his lower calf close to his Achilles that where he really suffered the injury. And plus, Andre Iguodala dropped a bomb on the Breakfast Club last week saying that the Warriors lied to the public last year during the playoffs about his injury. They said that he had a leg fracture, but it was actually bone spurs that kept him out in the Western Conference Finals against Houston. The last two games against Houston. So I definitely think that really did it for KD. Like, okay, if y'all gonna treat this man like this, who was a Finals MVP, then and y'all did this to me, I can't trust y'all no more with my body. So I'm just gonna go on to Brooklyn. But I think people were in denial about Kevin Durant going to New York because before he announced he was going to the Nets, he had sold his house in Malibu and bought a place in New York. He moved to New York to do all his recovery, for his Achilles. So the writing was on the wall that Kevin Durant was going to New York. At first, I thought it was the Knicks, but then I sat back and thought, why would he want to go to the Knicks where the ownership was jacked up? And plus, the owner, James Dolan, let his guards treat Charles Oakley like crap by grabbing and pushing on him. So, and I definitely think Charles Oakley was a big influence on KD not going to the Knicks. Now, when KD comes back, it's going to be very interesting to see how he does come back. I don't think he's going to be the player that he once was, that he was before he got that Achilles injury, but the man is still going to be that superstar. And him and Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan, they're definitely going to do some damage when he comes back. And I definitely see them coming out of the East next year. Okay, Leroy's 2.0. Do you think the Warriors are going to trade D'Lo to get profit on him or play him at SG? Well, they're probably going to play him at shooting guard since Klay Thompson is hurt. When he's going, since Klay Thompson's going to be out for a while with that ACL tear. So I think they're going to run D'Angelo Russell at shooting guard. I'm going to get to D'Angelo Russell in a little bit. Excuse me. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to see KD and Kyrie play together because who's going to want to be the man? Will KD want to come back and be the man, or will Kyrie want to be the man? Because some people see that may be, that may be a problem. It may be the same problem that he had with Russell Westbrook in OKC. And also, I think KD went to the Nets because he felt like the Nets showed him more respect than the Warriors did. And looking back on it in hindsight, the Warriors did show Kevin Durant a lot of disrespect. Like last year at the championship parade, Bob Myers, I don't know if he was joking or not. He made a backhanded comment by saying, well, Steph's been here through the lean years. He's earned it. It's like they're making it like, oh, well, we did KD a favor because he didn't win no championships. He came here, he won back-to-back championships. But in actuality, KD did the Warriors a favor, not the other way around. Because 2016, the Cleveland Cavaliers figured out the Golden State Warriors. They figured them out. Especially in those last 3 games. If anybody with astute basketball knowledge could see closely, the Cavs slowed the game down and made the Warriors play a slowed down pace, which they didn't want to do. They didn't know how to handle that. And also, 2015, the Warriors in a roundabout way, they did get kind of lucky because every team they played was injured. And guess which position they were all injured at? Point guard. First round against New Orleans, Drew Holiday was gone. Second round against the Grizzlies, Tony Allen and Mike Conley ended up hurting that series. Houston, Patrick Beverly was gone. Then the NBA Finals, Game 1, Cavs lose Kyrie for the rest of the series. So if KD does not come to the Warriors, Warriors ain't winning another championship, and they definitely wouldn't have beaten the Cleveland Cavaliers again. Leroy's 2.0. This live stream might be. I might be on for. I might be on for at least maybe another 30 minutes. If y'all come, if you're coming into the live stream, come on, like the video, share the video, join the chat. What's your comments on this free agency so far? We're all on Kawhi. We're all on Kawhi Leonard watch. We're trying to see where he's gonna go. Everybody thought a few days ago that Kawhi to the Lakers was a slam dunk, but it ain't looking like the slam dunk that it once was, because we haven't heard anything from Kawhi since free agency started. We're hearing rumblings that he's going to the Lakers. We've heard he's met with the Clippers and turned them down. So we just don't know what's going to happen with Kawhi. Also, got to get to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson also secured the bag Sunday night by agreeing to a 5-year max deal worth $190 million to stay with the Golden State Warriors. They're definitely rewarding him for all the hard work he's put in and all the things that he's given them by winning them 3 championships within a 4-year period. And also that gives him security, especially since he's not going to play either most of next season or all of next season as he recovers from that ACL tear that he suffered in the NBA Finals. Excuse me. So I knew Klay was going to stay with the Warriors. At first, I kind of thought after they had acquired D'Angelo Russell, I thought Klay should bounce and go to the Lakers, but it makes sense for Klay to stay in the Bay. He's a beloved figure in the Bay, and he's going to be a Warrior staple forever. Now, I'm about to get to D'Angelo Russell. Sunday, in a surprising move, the Warriors acquired D'Angelo Russell from the Brooklyn Nets in a sign and trade. He signed a 4-year deal for $117 million. And now I did a video on the D'Angelo Russell deal, and I think this is a bad move for the Warriors. Now, D'Angelo Russell is a great player, don't get me wrong, but this was a bad move for the Warriors because now they're cap strapped and they still have to fill 9 roster spots. And they have very little money to, play with. They're cap strapped with Steph's contract. That's $201 million. Now Klay's new deal, $190 million. Now with D'Angelo Russell, that's $117 million. Not only they're cap strapped, but they're about to pay they're about to pay a whole lot of damn luxury tax for the next few years. And also they had to give up Andre Iguodala to the Memphis Grizzlies for future picks. And word on the street is that they're going to wait. They're going to cut Andre Iguodala, and Iguodala is going to go to the Lakers. That would be something if that were to happen. You would have 2 finals MVPs on the same team. That would definitely be something to have 2 finals MVPs on the same team. But the Warriors, they shouldn't have made this move for D'Angelo Russell because they're cap strapped now. They can't make other big moves. To me, it was like a desperation move. They were scrambling to sign a big free agent after they lost KD, so they just signed D'Angelo Russell. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it. What Bob Myers, the GM, should have done, he should have went back to what originally made him successful in the first place. Build the team around Steph, Clay, and Draymond with pretty good quality starters, and also strengthen that depth on the bench, because that definitely messed them up last year, especially when it came to the NBA Finals. They didn't have the depth to go against Toronto. That's why they had to play Steph all those minutes, Clay all those minutes. They didn't have the depth. Toronto, they could go 10 or 11 deep, and Golden State could only go 7 or 8 deep. So, yeah, Bob Myers should have followed the model that the San Antonio Spurs followed after David Robinson retired. They were smart enough to build the team around Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. And they ended up winning 3 more championships after that. Then Kawhi, of course, came in later, but still, they ended up winning 4 more championships after that. Excuse me. So that was not a good move by the Warriors, because that, messes up their cap space, and that puts them in the luxury tax deeply. So what's going to happen when Clay comes back? Where is D'Angelo Russell going to be? Are you going to bring him off the bench? Because if you do, then you're paying $117 million to a bench player. And that's the most dumbest move that you can make. The only other free agents the Warriors are going to get now is veterans who hopefully, who are hopefully trying to chase for a ring, because they're not going to get supermax free agents. And also another thing, the Warriors better hope that they find some diamonds in the rough in the NBA draft within these next few years. And also the draft pick that they acquired in this draft turns into something. Because I'm telling you right now, the Warriors, they are going to be a good team, but they're not a championship contender. And possibly they could miss the playoffs this next season. Excuse me. Maybe they could. Maybe they're not a playoff team come next season. I'm just saying. And also, this also shows the writing on the wall that they're not bringing Draymond back after next season, because you're not going to go over the cap signing 4 players. If you do, that would be crazy on Joe Lacob's part. That would be real asinine for him to do, because I don't think Draymond's going to take no discount. I definitely don't see Draymond taking no discount come next season when he's a free agent. So they're basically going to let Draymond walk, or they're going to have to, do a sign and trade. I definitely don't see the Warriors signing Draymond after next season. And surprisingly, Boogie Cousins, I'm still surprised that no teams have talked to him. Adrian Wojnarowski recently said on SportsCenter a few days ago that he feels that there's no market for DeMarcus Cousins. But I think that's BS. Come on. The man can shoot. He can rebound. Even though he's a defensive liability, but this man's a multiple all-star when healthy. But I guess the reason why teams don't want to sign him is because of that injury history. He was injured all last year with the Pelicans. Then this year with the Warriors, especially in the playoffs, he missed most of the playoffs and didn't come back till game 2 of the finals. And once he came back, he wasn't the same player. He disappeared in a lot of the games. The only good games he had were game 2 and game 5. But the rest of the series, he was a no-show. So I guess that's why a lot of teams ain't so, quick to sign him. Excuse me. Y'all gotta excuse me. Matter of fact, y'all excuse me. Let me go get some water. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, the Warriors rank, dynasty to me is basically it came to an end when Kate, as soon as KD walked out of the door, that was it. And I think guys like Kevon Looney, Sean Livingston, I think those guys are out too. Now, on to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler got his wish Sunday when the Philadelphia 76ers did a sign and trade for him to go to the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler had always wanted to play for the Heat. He always wanted to play for Pat Riley as well as Eric Spoelstra. And plus, now he finally has. He's not playing in anybody else's shadow anymore. He's not playing Derrick Rose's shadow or Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons' shadow. The Heat is his team. So, and also the Heat, they send Hassan Whiteside to Portland. For Miles Leonard, another player. So that was a good move for the Heat and definitely improves their team. And I could definitely see them making the playoffs come next year. I'm interested to see how Whiteside's going to fit in Portland with Dame and CJ. Definitely can't wait to see that happen. But that's not. But the free agency has been off the chain so far, and we still on that Kawhi watch. Definitely still on the Kawhi watch. Where will he end up? Will he go back home or stay in his country? How often do I do live streams, Lee Rose? I might do live streams about maybe every couple weeks sometimes. I will, Lee Rose, next Wednesday, I'll be live streaming live during the ESPYs. So that'll be my next live stream is next Wednesday. Yep. So no, that's okay, Lee Rose. I understand. You got things to do. I understand. You gotta get your cookout together. So just man, I thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening and happy 4th of July and also have a safe trip. because I'm about to get off within these next few minutes. Well, Leroy's, that's my bad, but still, I understand you got to leave, but I understand. Just do your thing. Hey, Whitney, how you doing? But yeah, Leroy's, I understand, man. But still, Leroy's, happy 4th of July to you and your family. Still have a safe trip. Enjoy the barbecue. And also, I still want my plate. You like my personality and how chill I am. Thank you, Leroy's. I appreciate that. Whitney, how you doing? How's your evening going? What's your plans for the 4th? What do you think about this free agency so far? Okay, when you already got your barbecue, all right. You starting the 4th a little early. All right, I can get with that. Leroy's, thank you. Thank you. I hope you stay safe too. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you like to stay indoors during the 4th. I understand. Definitely gonna understand that. Yeah, some people can get crazy and buck wild on the 4th. Well, a lot of people. And that's another thing. Anybody that's watching this live stream right now, if you're gonna, set off fireworks for the 4th, please do it safely. Make sure you do it safely. I don't want to hear about nobody else losing limbs or killing themselves because of lighting fireworks. I don't want to hear, I've already heard a few accidents happen here in my home state of Ohio within the last few days. So if you plan to set off fireworks for the 4th, please do it safely, do it responsibly. That's all I ask. So Whitney, you ready for the season to start? Yeah, a lot has happened, Whitney. Al Horford's going to the 76ers. Jimmy Butler's going to the Heat. D'Angelo Russell's going to the Warriors. Clay and Dame, they got max deals. Somebody calling me while I'm doing a live stream. But yeah, Clay and Dame, they got max deals. We're still waiting on Kawhi, see what he's gonna do. Nobody knows where he's going. But now I'm hearing it's between the Raptors and the Lakers. And I would say the Lakers, but Leroy, brought it up earlier that what positions that LeBron and AD are gonna, LeBron and AD would play if they join the Lakers. So that is something to think about because I don't know if I can see Kawhi converting over to converting over to say shooting guard. Because LeBron definitely doesn't want to play the power forward. AD would like to play the power forward, but not LeBron. Okay, when you think Kawhi is going to stay with the Raptors? Definitely can see that. Because, I mean, a lot, especially a lot of Laker fans say, well, a lot of Laker fans say, because I know a few of them, they feel like, well, he come back to LA, be the man. winning the title in LA, that's bigger than winning the championship in Toronto. That's really not true. Look how, a lot of people embraced Kawhi after he won the championship won the championship this year. A lot of people showed a lot of love to Kawhi for doing that, because not only he did that for a whole city, he did that for a whole country. Come on. LA is just one city, but Canada is a whole country. Any player to do that. Okay, you're interested to see how the Nets gonna do, but you don't know why they took Durant. Well, simple. Durant and Kyrie had talked for a long, ever since I think last year or the year before last. So this ain't nothing new. This ain't like no surprise. But I definitely can't wait to see once KD comes back healthy and see how Kyrie and him will mesh together. Okay, I just put the links to my PayPal and Cash App and my cash tag on my Cash App. You could donate to either one. That way, this will help me to continue to create more quality content. I would greatly appreciate it. Now that Canada has won a championship, do you think more Canadian billionaires will invest in forming more NBA teams in Canada? Well, Whitney, that's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility that maybe, Canadian billionaires might want to start their own teams. But I'm going to give you a little NBA history. When the Toronto Raptors first started, there were two NBA teams in Canada. That was the Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies, which was the Western Conference version of, that was the Canadian team in the Western Conference. But now they're the Memphis Grizzlies. But yeah, I could definitely see, somewhere down the line, I could see Canadian billionaires wanting to invest to start an NBA team due to the fact the success the Raptors have had. So I wouldn't be shocked to see a few more NBA teams within the next few years. Yeah, you're right. The Raptors owner will definitely go down to being that team that done it first. But a lot of people don't know the first ever NBA game was played in Canada. It was played in Toronto. So it just seemed like it finally came full circle for them this year. The first NBA game being played in Toronto. Now Toronto is the NBA champion and is the NBA champion. And I like seeing stuff like that happen. I do. I love seeing stories like that happen. Yeah, I don't mind hearing the stories about the dominant teams doing their thing, because they're gonna go down in the annals of sports history. But you do need some new stories every now and then. That's what sports is about. It's about competition. It's about teams that, seeing teams win that have never won before or that haven't won in a long time. When you say you were proud of Canada too, yeah, I definitely was proud. I was happy for them. I was definitely happy to finally see them win. Because Raptors, they have a very diehard, loyal fan base. And it was good to see them finally be rewarded with a championship. After all the failures that they had in the playoffs. Yes, yes, yes. And also, you love the basketball from the 90s. You like that slow, grind out basketball, that rough, tough, physical basketball. Okay. I ain't mad at you for that. Man, the 90s was brutal. Woo. Especially when the Knicks and Pacers played. Man, it's like they played tough, man. Especially the Knicks and Pacers when they went at it almost every time in the night. It's like every time they faced each other, whether it's the regular season or the playoffs, it's like those dudes were trying to kill each other. Man, it was like they was trying to kill each other. Rick Smits was trying to, put the paws on Patrick Ewing. Reggie Miller, John Starks is like they wanted to put hands on each other. Dale Davis, both Davis boys, as well as Anthony Mason and Derek Harper, RIP to Anthony Mason. It's like they wanted to just kill each other every time they got physical. Yeah, you right. They stayed ready to fight. And it didn't matter who. It didn't matter if it was other players on the team, other players on the team, opposing coaches. Hell, even the refs got it. I even saw some games where the refs even got it literally. I wouldn't want to be no NBA official back then, boy. I couldn't have been no NBA ref back in the 90s. Because they would have been ready to take you out. Oh, man, they would have been ready to take you out. I'm about to get off here in the next few minutes. Now I'm going to have to watch NBA Classics. Yeah, you definitely will. Yeah, those hardwood classics on NBA TV. I love watching the hardwood classics. Watching those old games. Especially a lot of those old playoff games. And those old NBA Finals games. They take you back. Well, Whitney, I appreciate you coming and joining me and showing your support. I really appreciate that, sweetheart. Even though you could have got some barbecue for me and showed more support. But still, I appreciate you jumping on here and joining me in the live stream. My next live stream is going to be next week when I stream live during the ESPYs. So, if you can come on, check that out next Wednesday. That'll be at 8 o'clock. Next time you send me a plate through YouTube. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. I'm definitely going to hold you to that. But y'all can donate to my PayPal or through my Cash App. I'm about to see the links to that now. Donate whatever you can. I'm not asking for buku money. Even if you can only donate $2, I would greatly appreciate. I want to continue to create more quality content for y'all. Because I definitely want to do bigger things with Talking and Grubbing. Like, go out into the streets to other sporting events, as well as restaurants in the Cleveland area and across the country. Who knows? I might do a restaurant in your city soon. But yeah, I got to get off of here, y'all. I got a few things to do. I thank y'all for joining me on this live stream tonight. I can't wait to see which team Kawhi Leonard goes to. But until then, we all going to be tracking all the planes and jets in the air until he makes his decision. And as soon as he makes his decision, I will definitely drop a video reporting it and giving my take on it. So, till then, okay, Whitney, you sent me $5. Thank you. Did you send it to Cash App or okay, PayPal? Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Whitney. But yeah, if you want to donate, you can donate via PayPal or through Cash App. Yeah, Whitney, a lot of people still don't have Cash App. It ain't really a lot of people ain't got hit the Cash App yet, but within the next year or two, just about everybody's gonna be on Cash App. So don't feel bad. But I still appreciate you showing your support, donating to me, so I can continue to create this quality content for y'all. Because I enjoy doing these videos so much. This is like okay, you use Apple Pay. You know, doing these videos to me is like therapy. You know, Tupac said when he did a rec, you know, the reason why he does music, he said, you know, instead of him paying thousands of dollars to see a therapist, he could just go to the studio and do a song. This is how I feel about doing Talking and Grubbing here on YouTube. You know, no matter what, good day or a bad day, hey, I could come here, do a video, and share it with y'all all over the world. So this is like therapy for me. And I appreciate y'all support, your comments, your likes, as well as your dislikes. Because I got a lot of dislikes on that Andre Iguodala video. But I appreciate them too. And also I appreciate y'all donating to the channel, showing y'all support, so I can keep this content coming for y'all. So I got to get out of here once again. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Whitney. I'm getting there. I'm getting to that 1,000. That's been my goal all along, to get to 1,000. And I definitely believe I can get to 1,000 before 2019 is over. So Whitney, tell your friends and family about this channel, and tell them to watch my videos and subscribe, so I can definitely get closer to that 1,000 subscribers. But I got to get out of here, y'all. I got to do some things. You know, I thank y'all once again for joining me on this live stream. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. Y'all have a happy and safe 4th of July.